The vice president was in North Carolina, and he has become a potty-mouthed, aggressive warrior for his side, taking on Democrats both generally and specifically. Here's the vice president talking about the shooting in Dallas. This is number 4, please.
And I think that is the most disgusting thing. The very people who keep us safe ought to be honored and protected and praised by Democrats and Republicans alike. It is time to stop the rhetorical assault on law enforcement. Because here's what happens. Because here's what happens when Democrats like Gavin Newsom did say that these people are part of an authoritarian government. When the left-wing media lies about what they're doing, when they lie about who they're arresting, when they lie about the actual job of law enforcement, what they're doing is encouraging crazy people to go and commit violence. You don't have to agree with my immigration policies. You don't have to agree with Donald Trump's immigration policies. But if your political rhetoric encourages violence against our law enforcement, you can go straight to hell, and you have no place in the political conversation of the United States of America.
Okay, so Gavin Newsom, who's in New York, he was at the Clinton Global Initiative and some New York Times environmental event, took time to go on social, or his team did. Number 5, please, to respond to the vice president name-checking him. He decided to name-check the vice president right back on X, I believe, and he said, that's a little hard for me to read, I got to say.
No thanks, JD. I will not be going straight to hell today. Though when I watch you speak, I certainly feel like I'm already there.
There you go. Okay. The president, Truth Social, also talked about these bullets, the casings, and said the leftists did it. And here is the vice president, number 7, vowing that the Trump administration will dismantle violent liberal networks. Number 7, please.
So here's my sacred obligation to you, to all the law enforcement, but every person, whether they wear a uniform or not. Over the next couple of years, the Trump administration is going to do everything that we can to dismantle the networks, to destroy the funding, and to make it harder for people to kill one another just because they disagree with what somebody says. That is what we're going to do. We're going to fight for it.
All right. Hold on. Okay. Next, Ted Cruz, of course, is from Texas, represents the people of Texas, was at the press conference this morning after the shooting, said a lot of stuff. Here he is, again, on the same theme as the vice president, on the left, demonizing ICE. And there's no doubt, it's just objective fact. A lot of prominent Democratic politicians have criticized ICE, called for the abolition of ICE, criticized the tactics of ICE officers, used rhetoric about ICE officials that has been highly critical and negative. Here's Ted Cruz, number 9, please.
2 weeks ago today that we saw a political assassination in Utah that tore the heart out of much of this country. This is the 3rd shooting in Texas directed at ICE or CBP. This must stop. To every politician who is using rhetoric demonizing ICE and demonizing CBP, stop. To every politician demanding that ICE agents be doxxed and calling for people to go after their families, stop. This has very real consequences. Look, in America, we disagree, that's fine, that's the democratic process, but your political opponents are not Nazis. We need to learn to work together without demonizing each other, without attacking each other. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the brave men and women of law enforcement. I want to say thank you to the brave men and women of ICE and CBP and everyone who puts their lives on the line to keep us safe.
Okay, he dropped out.
The divisive
again, this is a great example of 2-on-1. The press coverage of ICE during the Trump administration has been hostile. It has been, the Democrats are right. They're doing extreme things. They're disrupting communities. They're using excessive force. They're not at all sympathetic to the notion. The Ted Cruz and the vice president talked about if their officers being doxxed. The press has just got one perspective on that. Same with Kimmel.
This episode brought to you by Cozy Earth. Cozy Earth makes incredible sheets, bedding, shirts, and the pants, which you hear me talk about all the time. And we'd like you to be able to experience the comfort and joy of Cozy Earth products. The bedding comes with a 100-day money-back guarantee, 10-year warranty, but you won't need those. You'll want to keep it. Go to CozyEarth.com right now. Use the promo code TWOWAY. Save 40% off. 40% off the entire site. Couldn't be more comfortable. And as you heard me say before, you can wear the pants anywhere. I have another dinner tonight out. I wouldn't say it's super fancy, but it's a little fancy, and I'll be wearing the pants. And people just either not notice them or notice them and say how nice they look. Cozy Earth products are viscose made from bamboo. They're very breathable, very comfortable, but again, they look great, very soft. Go to CozyEarth.com right now. Use the code TWOWAY, 40% off the best pants, shirts, everything. And do a post-purchase survey. Tell them you heard about Cozy Earth right here. That'll help us out. So please do that. Built for real life, made to keep up with yours, Cozy Earth. Thank you for your attention to that matter.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the Two-Way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.